We do have two airports, so we're run by the City of Chicago, report to the mayor, O'Hare International Airport, and of course Midway International Airport. We also have a compact agreement with Gary International Airport as well, which is in Gary, Indiana. But our two primary airports, of course, are O'Hare and Midway. Midway is really our point-to-point airport that really services Southwest, has one of their largest, essentially, hubs there. It's one of their biggest markets. They've continued to grow and expand their service there. We're actually going to be offering international service as well to Cancun from Southwest. They'll be starting in June. Volaris already flies out of Midway, and so does Porter. But Midway is 1 square mile, so it's the world's busiest square mile. We fit a lot of activity, 5 runways on a very tight, constrained facility. So it doesn't truly fit with the airport cities model in the sense of there's not additional land to develop around the airport because it's essentially in a neighborhood. However, land has developed around our facility, so it's very organic at both O'Hare and Midway. All of our construction that we've been doing at the airport, we've been doing it in an environmentally friendly way as well. So our earth movement program, we've put a plan in place to ensure that we kept most of the dirt on site. We just restaged it in areas where necessary. We also took our aggregate, like concrete and asphalt, stockpiled it, and where appropriate, brought in a crusher, crushed it on site, and then reused it back in the program. So what that saved on was truck trips going through local communities on those roadways and congesting those roadways, also emitting CO2, and again, dumping that into landfills and then bringing in virgin material. We were able to reuse, repurpose that material right on site. In addition to that, we've been building our buildings in a sustainable manner. We have one of the largest green roofs on our Federal Express building at an airport. In addition to that, we have the first LEED Silver FAA air traffic control tower. That too has a green roof on its base building, but all other green elements, sustainable elements that have been included throughout the construction of that program. In addition to that, it helps reduce the heat island effect. Airports are natural heat generators because of all the pavement that we have. Putting in a vegetated roof helps with insulating the top of the building so it doesn't attract all of that heat. And it keeps the underlayment of the building itself kind of at a cooler temperature because it's not permeating the building. So it really is a win-win, especially in a region like Chicago where we do get a lot of rain and precipitation, that we're able to, again, keep that out of our source systems so that we're not overwhelming the water systems. For us, where we have opportunities at O'Hare, we're looking at enhancing those. In other places where we don't, like I said, where our entire cargo complex basically has developed, and industrial land has been developed in neighboring communities, we partner with so that it's really then a regional development. So not only the city of Chicago benefits, the entire region and the state of Illinois benefits as well with job creation and adding to the tax base. So it really is a win-win for our local economies as well. In our terminals, we're also building green. So we have a sustainable program. It's called our Sustainable Airport Manual, which has guided us both in construction, operations and maintenance, as well as concessions and tenants. So we have concessionaires that are going green, both in the products they serve as well as the product they utilize, the utensils and the serving boxes and bags. In addition, we have the first aeroponic garden. We are vertically growing plants, herbs, tomatoes, habanero peppers, basil, Swiss chard. What we did was we created a little concession around this tranquil facility that, again, is vertical gardening inside an airport. And around it, you could sit, relax, learn about all of the sustainable things that we're doing at O'Hare and with the Chicago Department of Aviation as you sip a glass of wine and eat a healthy organic sandwich as well.